So the last incident that happened that made him to take the keys forcefully from me. I was shooting my clothes downstairs. I was trying to market my clothing when he came and he sent my younger brother to come and call me. I was downstairs. I now went upstairs to meet him. He said I should pack my clothes and my bags and leave his house. Usually he would throw me out. Everybody in the street, everybody in our street knows I usually sleep on that street at night when he takes the keys from me and beats me and throw me out. But I usually come back because of my kids. He would threaten to take them away from me and I'll have to come back into the house and beg him. So that day, he told me, he said I should pack my bags and leave the house. I said I was not going anywhere. I want to take my children. I want to take my kids with me, and that I'm not going anywhere. That it's been so long that every time he throws me out and I leave the kids for him, that I am not going anywhere. I wasn't going to go anywhere that day. So he said that, okay, no problem. Since I don't want to leave, that he's going to show me what he's capable of. He started dragging me and he wanted to throw me off the staircase. He usually throws me off that staircase. Like, I'm used to being thrown off that staircase. So he wanted to throw me off the staircase as usual. And unfortunately for him, I bent the other side and I had to fall through the step and I hit my head on the floor. I wasn't even paying attention to know if anything happened to my head. And I was running towards my kids. I just want to go and get my baby girl. And I was thinking that if I carried the baby, that he wasn't going to do anything to me. But immediately I carried the baby, he started dragging me and my baby upstairs. My baby is 3 years old. He started dragging both me and the baby upstairs. He dragged us upstairs, and all the locks in our houses in our house are broken. All of them are broken because of the beating. Whenever he's beating me like that, all his friends, they will rush in because he keeps boys in the house. So his friends will rush inside and break the door to rescue me. So that's why all the locks are broken. So a few days before then, he changed all the locks, and I was wondering why. The room where I sleep, he changed it to fingerprints. That was the most unnecessary thing to do, but I didn't see any reason why he had to do that. So when he dragged me upstairs with my baby, he said that I was wondering why he changed the lock to fingerprint. That this is when I will see why he changed it to lock fingerprints. He then jumped the door. He locked it behind me. And he said I should drop the baby. I refused to drop my baby because I was thinking that if I'm carrying the baby, he wasn't going to do anything much to me. I'm used to the beating. I have scars all over my body. There is a stab wound. He stabs me at every opportunity he gets. So I was already used to the beating. But I refused to let my girl go. So he started hitting me. He brought out a pressing iron, the iron they use to press clothes. So I was looking for either iron for a long time, for like 3 days before. I wanted to use it to iron my boys' clothes. So he brought it out and started hitting me with it. He was hitting me. He was hitting my girl. He was hitting me. He was hitting my girl. And anyway, I tried to cover myself with the baby, he will hit me, and he still hit the baby. So he managed to take the baby from me and flinged her. I would even get the chance to check if the baby landed on the floor. She was just screaming and screaming, and the baby landed. I didn't get the chance to check where the baby landed at. So he started pushing me. He bites me on my back. I have evidence. I have videos of all these things from beatings from previous years and many months ago. So he started beating me out of the room, biting me and everything. So he dragged me out to the passage and he naked me. His friends were there. His cousins were there. They were even the ones that brought blanket to cover me, wrapper to cover me up, and they were begging me that I should at least leave, because it's every time he was doing that to me, that I should at least leave. It's only when I survive that I can be able to be there for my kids and everything, that I have to survive at least to be able to see my kids. So he dragged me outside and I went outside. When I went outside, he locked everything. He seized my phone. He said that the only thing I would ever take out of the house was only the clothes I was putting on. He took my ATM card. He took my business. He took everything from me. He took my phones. So I had to start running to the police station. When I came to the police station that night, they said that it was already late and that was not the right police station to make the report. So they said that I should sleep there at the police station, because usually I was already used to sleeping outside. I said I wasn't going to sleep at the police station, that let me just go back to the house. I came back to the house and he instructed everybody to lock me out and everything inside the house. I should just stay outside. So I slept outside that day. The next day, I went to the police station, Elason police station, the one closer to my house. When I got to the police station, I made the report and everything. They said, okay, that they have to invite him. They invited him and he said he was busy. They called him, he said he was busy. They said, okay, let's go to the estate, let's go to the house and see if there's anything they could say. They got to the house. It happened that he locked everybody, including my own children. He locked everybody inside the house and went out with the key. There was nobody allowed to leave the house, which in case if anything was happening inside the house, nobody would have known and everything. So when we got there with the police station, with the police people, they refused to open the gate. They said that he locked the gate and he went out. They started calling him again. He said that he wasn't available. So we went to the estate security. The estate security started calling him again and he wasn't available. So when he eventually called the woman back, I think he called his lawyer or something. Then the lawyer told him that he should tell them that they were going to come see to the police station the next day. And the police people, they gave us appointments the next day. The next day, I left where I was sleeping because I didn't have anywhere to sleep. I slept outside. So the next day, I got up from there and started going to the police station. When I got to the police station, he was there already before I came, because I was sighting them from afar. He came with 2 lawyers, but I came the first time, he wasn't there yet. So I went back. The second time I came, I saw them from afar with the lawyers and 2 security personnel that he came with. So when I came inside, they called him to come inside and he was just too proud to come inside. He was with lawyers and everything. So when the police people started questioning him about what he did to me, they did do all these things to me and they did take my children from me. He said that it was he's going to handle it as a family case. But the police people refused. They said that it's wrong, that they should transfer it to the DPO. So they transferred it to the DPO office. When we got to the DPO office, the DPO instructed him to give me back everything, that he should give me back my phone and give me my children. He agreed to that. He agreed to give me back my children. Then they said I should follow him home and get my things and my kids. So when we got to the house, I was not able to get anything out of him. It was only the phone that he gave to me, and he took my kids away from me. So the next day, after like 2 days, I went back to the house again to see if I can be able to see my kids or anything. So when I got there, he instructed them not to allow me in. But when I got in, the gate was open. I entered inside and my boy was following me. My kids, they were following me. They wanted to go with me. His boys started bullying me and they were beating my son. I have videos of all these things. They were beating my son. And I went back to the police station. And when they came for the arrest of those boys, he told those boys to leave the house and they left the house. So right now, up till now, the police have been looking for him. He has refused to release my kids, and nobody knows where my children are. Nobody knows where he is. Nobody knows anything up to this time. I think I'm running mad. He has threatened so many times that he had told me pump and play that there's nothing I can do to him, that if he kills me now, that nobody can tell. I have pictures of all the beatings he has done to me. He beats me like every slightest opportunity. He has stabbed me so many times, and now he has my kids. I don't know if I can do without my children. I can't. When I was pregnant for my baby, he forced me to take drugs. He was forcing me to take drugs every day. And because he doesn't want the pregnancy, he said that I have taken my kids from me so many times because I was too small. I'm a small girl. I've not grown up. He married me when I was very small. He has done a lot of things to me throughout the years. He used to stab me. He used to beat me. He would not allow me to do anything for myself. He said said nobody can do anything. He said that nobody can do anything. He forcefully takes my kids away from me at every single time. He will beat me, naked me on the street. The people living in our streets knows that. But I couldn't do anything because of my children. I couldn't live because of my children. He has separated from me. He has filed separation. The police have been looking for him and he has refused to show up. And the police are saying there is limit to what they can do, that they cannot give me, they cannot. Please, if there's anything, any other information or anything I need to, because I cannot stay without my children. My baby, they're not going to school. The school have been calling me that they have not seen them. He went and dumped my kids with his mom, and they're not taking my calls, they're not taking anything. The first time they collected these children from me, they beat me up. Him and his family, they beat him up. Even his younger brother slapped me, and they took my boy from me when I was pregnant for the second baby. So right now they're trying to do the same thing again, but the only difference is that this is not anyways. I'm already in Lagos, so the Lagos states are fighting. They were looking for him, so he had to run. He took my kids and he dumped them with his mom and he ran away. Nobody is taking, I don't know where the kids are. It's getting to 2 months now. I've not set my eyes on these children. I've not set my eyes on these children. He will usually tell me that if I do anything that is going to kill me and nobody will ask. And actually it's true that nobody is going to ask. Please, you're the last hope I have. Like, I have exhausted every other hope. I've been to Lagos State Domestic Violence. I've been looking for him and he has not been able to do anything. I went to this thing. They said that there's limit to what they can do, that I should go get a lawyer. And he took my business from me. He took all the businesses I have from me. I couldn't even get a dime out of it. And he hacked on my business page and he took out orders from my clients. And I've been paying back all these things over the months. And I've also gone into debt. I don't even have money to get a lawyer to begin with. And he knows all those things. He took them from me so that I will not be able to fight him. I don't know what to do again. I cannot stay without my children. Those children, he has been abusive to them. He has been very abusive to those children. My children cannot stay in his hands. And the worst part is that he's not even... How long has it been now? It's getting to 1 month. Those children have not set their eyes on me. They have not set their eyes on me. And my baby is autistic. She cannot do anything for herself. She cannot walk. She cannot talk. Please. I beg you, please. I'm just a small. I'm too small for all of this. I don't know where to go from here. I cannot even know my left and my right anymore.